Little weights and starting in child's pose, please. And I want you to think about your knees going forward and going wider. Take wider there, and then I want you to reach your arms a little bit further forward, crawling forward and lowering your head and chest to the floor. Take another 2 breaths, just reaching, stretching. So if you're not in full child's pose, you can still take those arms forward with your bottom in the air and melt down. We're taking your arms for a little walk over to the left, taking your right hand, interlacing the fingers, and then reaching to the left as you stretch through the right side. So if your bottom's off the ground, off your heels, you can actually get a little bit deeper in the stretch. So if you want to lift your bottom, drop down and you'll feel that right down the sides of the rib cage into your lap. And take it to the other side, walk to the right, slide your left hand inside the hand, and then use that to push your arms forward. So make sure you've got a good strong C curve running through your whole left side of your body. Pull your left hip back into your heel. Lift your bottom up if you wish and melt down deeper into the stretch. Take another deep breath here. Walk back to center. And then come up onto your hands and knees. Instantly come into a cat stretch, scooping the belly and pushing the floor away. Take a long deep breath in as you squeeze in through the belly. Exhale, undulate through the spine. Lift your eye gaze into your bottom. Repeat that. Inhale, exhale. Keeping everything in tight. Breath in to hold. Exhale, release. And one more time. Suck the belly in to create that curve. Nice long deep inhalation at the top, and then exhale, undulate. Lifting that eye gaze one more time. And then bring ourselves to neutral. Take your hands wide off the mat. Turn your fingers to the corners of the room. And then inhale, lower your chest down to elbow point, and then straight back up. Eye gaze slightly forward. Exhale up. Whilst you're doing this, because we're just doing this as a warm-up, you can keep it as boxed as you like. You want to bring your hands further in and just go straight down. But I want you to use this opportunity to see what your arms are doing. You need to make sure your chest is falling between the thumbs, not your head. And then your elbows very subtly point behind you. And that's proper push-up. What tends to happen when we get a bit tired, we end up pushing up like this, and then our elbows are gone forward, and we're not really working anything but the fronts of our shoulders and destroying our joints. If you want to make it a little bit deeper, float yourself forward into more of a half plank, and then keep that same range and that same angle. Hello. You're a latecomer. I don't know where you can go. You have to come and do camera view. All right, well, I'll move that boxing thing. Keep going. 5 more. Anthony usually pulls this out, you see. Mark didn't do his job.
You're right.
Right there. Oh, I put it on top of your mat now. There you go. Yeah, sorry, your mat's a bit stuck now. And then pull back. For a little stretch here, bringing your arms forward. Bring your arms closer in. Inhale, lift your body weight up, and we're going to tricep. Pressing elbows in, pressing all the way up, and then just coming back very slightly to there. Coming forward, dropping down, pushing up, pulling back. Make it smaller if you need to. Just come forward, a little bend here, pushing back up, pull it back. So you go your own kind of range. Imagine you're keeping your bottom higher than your shoulders the whole time. And then your chest leads the way. And you're not going down. Imagine you're going forward. Forward motion, rocking through the shoulder joint. Because what I tend to see happening is this happens, that happens, and then you're locked. The bottom stays high. Really important to make note of that. Bottom up higher than the chest the whole time. Then you lift up. Right, 4 more, please. We're just warming up. You don't have to go as deep as I'm showing you. You can make it a lot more shallower. But I really want you to focus on that rolling through the shoulders, because this is just not about strength, it's about mobility. And when you've done your last one, go to your last 2. We're going to drop down to our elbows. Man, the only thing that you missed was some push-ups. That was it.
Oh, fine. I can do that one.
Okay.
Time.
Little fancy elbow. Tuck your toes under. So now I've got a wide stance because my knees are wide. That's where yours should be too. And then lift up into a dolphin position. So we're going for a little stretch, bending, extending our legs here. I'm going to clip with my top on. So work into a stretch. Press the heel deep down into the floor. And then just swap them. Now everybody push both heels down. Slide down. Bend your knees, roll on the tips of your toes to come into a hover. Take your eye gaze forward. We're going to lift our right heel to our bottom, drop it down, and our left heel to our bottom, drop it down. And repeat. And my knees stay hovered the whole time. Nice strong abs. We'll all want, you have this natural kind of urge to look at what your feet are doing. Take your eye gaze to your hands. It's not as interesting, but
You can't see how your knees are.
well, you should know. You should skimming your the mat with your kneecap. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 1. Drop the knees down. Take the pressure off the arms as you push your bottom up into the air and drop your head to the floor. And then roll it up back up into your hands. Grab your weight. So if anyone wants to borrow a heavy weight, I've got the heavy weights here. We're going to be working big muscles, so you can do a heavy weight. Marianne's being stuck with 4s too. Fine. Now we can share weights around. Some of you won't want to do some of these exercises with weights at all. So if you're not, you can chuck your weight to somebody else. Great. Right, we're going to start off doing some reverse glides. Our knees go back to that wide stance, and we're all going to drop to a half plank, which is on your knees. Left hand on the center. See, we've all got lines on our mats. Well, oh my God, yours upside down. Yeah. And then use the mirror to look at your hips. I don't want to see bottoms up here. This is core work. So nice and strong. We're going to take one way out to the side, feed it to there, swap your hands out to the side, and so on.
Oh, yeah.
Please don't hit someone in the face.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
If your bottoms are in the air, I'm going to come along and push them down. So, as we subtly switch from side to side, we don't want to have any wriggling in the hip, which is controllable on our knees. If you want to go further, on the toes, reverse glides, exactly the same thing. Am I on my own with that one?
Toes, yeah, Anthony would do it.
Yeah. He would be able
With an
to-
8-kilogram weight.
Yeah.
he would be able to bend his legs anyway, so he'd have to.
I hope you watch
Yes.
this back.
Thank you. Join her on the toes.
So, oh,
I'm doing the 4. I'm very impressed. You can feel free to break anyone 2.5.
it's 2.5 here if you want it.
She's doing it. She's doing it. Your muscles want to feel this. Don't let your hips rotate. This is pure core stability work. Come on, squeeze it. Last 2. Do not rush it. Control it. Drop to your elbows and hold your plank. Drop your left knee to the floor and push your body weight back into that right heel as you lift your bottom. So you're still doing a very slight core exercise, but you take it into a stretch. And then lift the knee, drop your hips back down to plank. Now drop your right knee and then push back into your left heel. Eye gaze forward, drop your hips, tuck your toes, plank. Look forward towards me. Knee taps. Now fire those abs. I want to feel like those abs are absolutely dying to stop, but you're not going to let them. Don't let your bottom dip lower. Okay, I'm seeing curved spines. Take a look at this. That is not what you want to be doing. Lift your hips, touch your tailbone, then drop that down and carry on. 8, 7, come on, squeeze those bellies. 4, come on, work those legs a little bit more. 2, plus 1. And then drop down to the floor, but not on top of your weight. Now, this next exercise we're going to do is you need a light weight for. I won't do this for a 4 kilo. Might do. Yeah. So for a weight, because you only need one weight. Yeah. Definitely will be able to do it. I might be able to. I'm trying to anyway. So left arm in front. Feet to the corners of your mat. And your head and your chest are elevated. Pull your left shoulder blade back so you're not hunching up in the shoulders. So you're loose through that area. This weight starts at full extension. And then we lift and squeeze and drop. Do you want to do it with 4? No. And 4 is just quite a lot of pressure on your lower back, and that's what I'm saying. This one is more about technique and range rather than trying to lift a really heavy weight. Been quite difficult with the 2.5. It's the lifted up. Now, if you find it easy, go to a hover, pull back, hover, pull back. Fix your hips, thighs in, and try not to let your hips roll side to side. 5 more. So your left side should be doing this, not your right.
It's my left, sort of just above my buttock, below my waist.
And your shoulder.
Not too much.
Last one. Straight over to the other side. So relax down, take a moment. So you should be squeezing that stabilizing arm. So your shoulder blade's putting back. And then your buttocks are fired up. Okay, let's go. Right arm forward, lift head and chest, fix in, and then pull back. This is easier. So you can hover the weight forward or rest it down. You can drop the weight completely. I can hear it crunching in my shoulders and neck. It's all like gardening.
That's on vomiting.
I'm the only one who can vomit.
Oh. You back.
Straight after last Wednesday being here. Like before, I got a call from the childminder. That was the end of that. 4 days of hell amongst my family. 4 more! Come on, let's go!
Send him back.
He's gone.
Good.
He's the only one who didn't get it. He didn't get it. Yeah.
Is John in?
Normally. Huh?
Sorry, Karen.
No, we're finished.
I should say John in Dubai normally.
Saudi.
Saudi. We've got a potential to go to an event in Saudi.
Have you?
And I looked on the government site, it said only essential travel.
No, anyone can go.
But is it all right?
Yeah.
Oh,
You don't
okay
need to
then.
get a visa, tourist visa.
It's a
What's it called?
Gamers 8. I think it's called.
Gamer.
Yeah. Gamers 8.
What's the company?
No, it's an event.
I know, what's the company? It's an event.
I don't know.
My husband works in an event company.
See.
Well, yeah, the construction side of it, but.
Find out. Don't know. We could meet up for tea.
No, he'll take you back. He'll take you to a place that you can drink alcohol. Okay, bring yourself back, quick chance.
Never to be seen again,
Just
yeah.
don't touch his hand brew.
Yes.
He said he's got a year's supply now that he's made.
Oh, can you get arrested for that?
Yeah, probably, but everyone does that. All the sound of it. It's all right, it's open to YouTube now, isn't it?
Okay.
Everyone can hear it through my voice.
That's why I didn't want us to have that conversation.
Right, let's bring ourselves forward. Grab a weight. I don't really want to do this before, but I'm going to try. And it goes behind your leg. We're going to work our buttocks and hamstrings. You go as heavy or as light as touch on this. That's because you've got the metal bar one.
Exactly.
Okay, pull your calf in towards the back of your hamstring. You can grab them before if you want.
Yeah.
Drop down onto your left elbow. Your right arm slightly out. No, both elbows for now, sorry. Pick up that knee to hover and then simply squeeze it up and drop it straight back down.
Actually, not bad before.
Yeah, you say that now.
It's 5 minutes in.
Just you wait.
Especially if I can't feel my buttocks today, they're on fire. I can't feel my body's in agony.
What are you doing?
Gardening,
Oh.
Does anyone choose to do gardening?
hours.
So
you know what?
Me, I'm a doctor now.
I'm doing the front part of our house. Okay, it's taken 12 hours. I haven't finished yet. Because the man that used to live there is decades of neglect. And I just want my house to look nice before we do the work. Because the driveway will be done gradually. That's like 2 or 3 years down the line.
Yeah, it's nice to have a look.
So if it can look attractive enough as it possibly can be. And I've worked my butt off, literally. 5 more of these. I love the fact we just have a general conversation whilst doing exercise.
No.
It humanises us. If that's the right word. Okay, lift up and hold and let's pulse.
Which one should be hurting? Left or the right?
The left,
Oh, good.
the one that stabilises it. Squeeze it, squeeze it. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Now we're going to drop it down for a brief moment. Take the pressure off. But keep the squeeze slightly so you don't lose the weight. Take your right arm slightly out to the side to give a little bit more elevation through your right side. Hover that knee and go straight out to the side, abducting the hip. Now this is where the 4 kilos is horrible, right? Yeah. Now have a look at your leg postures. I don't tend to encourage you to kind of drop down and look, but try and get your knee leading the way. When you get tired, your foot will try and go a little bit higher. You want to get your knee higher than your foot follows your knee. Now your left buttock should be firing up big time, not your right. We're going to go 8, 7. Squeeze your tummy muscles. 5, 4, 3, 2. We hold that last one. So hold it, and let's pose. 10, 9. Big movement. 7, 6, 5. Go higher. 3, 2, and release. Weight away. Push that leg into extension. Release the hamstring.
Bit of hot in here today.
Yeah. Nice day.
It's good. It's on 20 degrees on the air.
Is it? It's not bloody aircon, is it? Yeah, nice to see.
It is, you're right. I can't change it either. If I change it, it changes itself back.
It does it?
It's fixed. It's from a central system that Amy has control over.
It's bonkers, isn't it?
Okay, straight over to the other side, guys. You just turned it off.
No.
Probably better off opening the door.
Still on.
Or do a bit
I just can't get it back to the setting it was on before.
It will take itself back in a minute.
So I'm going to reset it. I've already set it.
Oh gosh, really hurts. Down to your elbows. Top of the left knee. And let's go up and down to start with.
It's me.
What's the matter?
Yeah, I'm finding it hard.
We've always got a side that feels awkward. And that's the importance of working one part of your body, like doing things like squats, doing one-legged squats are far more beneficial than 2 together. And really helps to, it actually helps to stabilize your hips and pelvis a lot more. And that's coming from personal experience. Right, 8 more repetitions here. Make sure when you pull your leg up, you get an extra squeeze of the butt at the top. My left one's hurting more now than the right one.
So,
It's
yeah.
because it's not recovered. Get a nice little smiley face underneath that butt cheek. Little smiley face. Hold up. Let's pause. Squeeze. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Come on, push it up a little bit more. 2, and just bring it down to the floor for a brief moment. How do you not know what the buttock smiley face is? The smiley face under your buttock.
Never heard of that.
No, neither.
Right, well, this creates a smiley face under the buttock. Okay, hold the leg. Hold the weight.
Do you want that?
Left hand out to the side. It's perking the buttocks, so it ends up having smiley faces underneath. Okay, hold that weight. Let's go. Out and down. Oh, everyone all right?
Oh, you've got probably weight as well.
It's like everyone's kind of gone slightly crooked on this side.
Yeah, you should start with the left first.
Yeah, perhaps, which is what we usually do, right? Right, get that knee really high, squeeze up to the very point, pull your abs in tight. Come on, get loads of height here. 5 more. Oh. Come on, big lift. Right, everybody lift your last one up into the air, hold, let's pose. 10, high as you can go. Squeeze, physically squeeze that butt. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and release. Take the weight away. Come up onto your hands and push that leg away. Push into the heel. Use your arms to push back. Okay, spin around, put your feet in front of you, come sit your bottoms.
Oh.
I'm just going to turn my mat so I can see you all better.
How we can't sit on it, you make a sit on it.
Pardon?
How we can't sit on it, you make a sit on it.
Well, oh, you're right. I don't know what you're talking about then. Can I grab that forward?
I've never seen that.
So you go and grab the second forward. Okay. Okay, grab your weights. Use them to stretch.
The other
Oh,
one.
dead.
3, 4. Is that okay?
Yeah.
We got 2s.
Please.
Do you want to go heavier?
No.
All right. We're going to work one side here. Okay. Purposely working one side. So you can hand a weight to somebody else if you want to. Left arm forward, work the right side first. You can bend your knees or straighten your legs. Drop down, quarter, half, or 3/4 of the way down. Grab the weight. Turn your palms up. Ready? Bicep, rotate, shoulder press, down, rotate in, bicep down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, shall we go together? 3, 4, 5, 6.
It's coordination. I'm like, oh,
6, 3, 4, 5.
You can't get boxing to it.
Huh?
Can't do it.
Now, if you want more of a challenge, arm stays up in the air.
Oh, no.
That adds a little bit more into the abs, so it just adds more to the lever.
No.
We've got 4 more in the arms to do. Press, turn, up, down, in, down. 3. Last 2. 1 more. Hold. 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 Get your arm to reach. Sink down. Now squeeze into that right side. 5, 4, 3, 2, and then just roll it up. Drop the weight down. Flex your feet. Grab hold of your toes, and then lift your spine. Take your right hand around the outside of your left foot. Take your left hand outside and just stretch your left leg forward and rotate and open your shoulder blade. Quite a nice way to open out for your right shoulder blade. Bend the knees back, release that foot. Grab your weight, push them behind. Soles of feet on the floor, and then lift up into reverse push. This is reverse tabletop. So this is actually quite easy with the weight. Much easier. Push up. So stay here and breathe. Do a little bit more. Left leg to the sky. Hold. Push through the sole of the foot. Lift the hips. 10-second hold. 8, 7. Squeeze. Hips up. 4, 3. Squeeze your right butt cheek. And then bend the knee. Foot down. Lift the hips up one more time. And roll it out. Okay, let's go to the other side. So grab your weight with your left hand. Bend your knees or straight legs. Arm forward. Tell the palms, sink back. As far as you want to go. Let's go. 1. Turn up. Back. Turn in and down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do I have to carry on counting? That's 6.
Yep.
1. I feel like a ballet teacher or something. Teaching. Wherever. 2. You're keeping us. 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. Mark's confused. 5, 6. Up. Rotate. Extend. And back. Rotate. And down. 5 more to do. If you wish, I'm up here. And down. 4 more. Extend. Back. Rotate. And down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Last 2. Get that arm up a little bit more if you can. Maybe sink down a little bit more. Last 1. Up. Rotate. Extend. Hold. Arms up. Sink back. 1, 3, 5, 4. Hold. 2. Roll it up. Weight down. Flex your feet. Grab your toes and lift your toes. Lift up toes. Taking your left hand this time around the outside of your right foot, right hand to the floor, and just push that leg straight and just open that shoulder blade. Oh, I can't breathe.
You say you hate this one. I know. You love it. I'm trying to stop myself from singing along.
You can sing along.
No, yeah, you're in the room. Should it class? What should it class me? I don't know. It's really good. On your band this time it is. What's on your back?
It's my strength Pilates playlist. Good for weights. Right, it's not like gentle.
It's a good beat, isn't it, Rosie?
Release. So difficult to get the right music for my type of Pilates. So difficult. Right. All good?
Yeah.
Having fun?
Loving it.
Grab one weight.
I don't have a lemon top,
You're working it off though.
Are we not doing the freak on the right?
After this one.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, but I did think I'd forgot something there. You ready? Roll it back. Lift it up. Drop it to one side. Lift it up. Drop it to the other side. Now, one of the things that I expressed is quite important about this is try and squeeze your legs together. The second you've got that inner thigh interaction, like that squeeze, it stops you from doing this. Does everybody want my support?
No, you can.
Now we lift, we twist and we tap if you can. Doesn't matter if you don't get all the way down there. 8 more. Last 3. 2. And then 1. Roll it up. Now grab both your weights. Put the weights down behind you. Pull your shoulders back. Before you do anything, that's where you want to go. Imagine you're trying to curve your spine at the back. Now put the soles of feet on the floor. Lift. The lovely shoulder openings. It's lovely. Okay, when you're ready, right leg to the sky if you wish. Flex the foot, lift the hips and hold. 10-second hold. 8, 7. Straighten that knee, pull the thigh in. Lift the hips. 4, 3, 2. And then bend the knee, put the foot down and flip it out. Breathe out. Okay, lie straight down to the floor and bring your weight. Just take a little breather. Bend the knees. Raise your arms up above your shoulders. Okay, so we're going to open our arms out, so like a C curve, as we lift our hips. Hold there, and we're going to bring the weight up above the chest. And then as we open up, we're going to brush our buttocks to the floor, keeping our rib cage pressed to the floor the whole time. So you don't roll out of your bridge, you drop your bottom down, which creates more of a kind of spine mobility movement. So don't let the rib cage drop, just drop your bottom and then press back up again. So if you want heavier weights, grab heavier weights. Eight more of these. Try and pull the knees a little bit closer in and fire up through your weaker buttock. Four more. Oh my God, I just looked at the time. We carried away. Excitement.
It's going quick today.
Yeah. Last 2.
Upsetting it and stay for the second one.
Hold your last one up. Lift the hips, pulse the hips, squeeze, squeeze, and push the weight together. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and then roll it out. Keep the weights where they are. Abs on, imprint your spine, into your legs to tabletop. We're going to go for dead bug. So here are your options. Weights or no weights. Opposite arm to leg, pushes away. You pull it all back into center, and you swap to the other side, a little bend in the elbow, and back up. If you're feeling strong today, you can do one leg with both arms, overhead, and back in, bend in the elbows, more to skull crusher. Or you can do 2 legs and 2 arms.
Deadbolt, skull crushers, it's like.
They're the only 2 words that people like to use, the Pilates word. So, as we're running out of time, 8 more, 4 each side, or 2 together. Do not rush. Come on, work deep into those abs. 4 more. Last 2. Last 1. And then extend the legs to the sky. Lift your head and shoulders and pulse up. Finish off with some pulses, crunches. And then when we've done these pulse crunches, you're going to open your arms gently out to a T, bend the knees and pop them over to the left. Reach. Come on, I want to see you reaching up those toes every time. 7, 6, squeeze it, straighten those knees. 4, 3, 2, that's 1. And 1. Carefully open the arms, bend the knees and pop them to the left. Okay, a quick hamstring rotation stretch. Drop the right shoulder blade to the floor. Release your weight on your left hand and just use your hand on that thigh to stretch a bit deeper. I need a mean right now to come sit on my shoulder. It's so tight. Let's take it into a hamstring stretch. Hold that leg underneath the leg, the lower part of the leg. Push the toes, pull the toes in towards you, put the heels away, and straighten the knee. Try and keep the shoulder blades pinned to the ground. And then bend the knees, lift them up in the center, slide your hand back underneath that weight. And over to the right. Take the hand out of the way, put the hand on the thigh and twist and open out through that left shoulder. Bend it to the ground, stretch the arm. Then into that hamstring stretch when you're ready. Catch the calf, straighten the knee as much as possible, toes in, heels away. Driving the toes up towards your right shoulder. Higher if you can, use your arms to do so. And then release the leg, then the knees together, back to center, release the hands from the weight, slide your hands onto the thigh, and then roll yourself up. Once you're up, bend your left leg, and just take your right leg out to the side. So in this position, seated hurdle. You can take hold of your foot, push it forward a little bit, and then just drop down and stretch out your buttock. So lean into that leg. Now, if you're not getting a stretch in the left buttock, you may move more towards the foot.
That stomach's in the way. I'm talking breath.
You don't breathe by your stomach, you breathe in your mouth, dude. Ali's amused. Well, all right, that doesn't give me any credit for my humour. Come up, lean back, and all you do is put the legs the other way. Move that foot, and then go to grip. So your back's towards me. Not too easy. Bring that knee up further towards your right arm, and then forward. So the more you get this right foot away from you to a right angle, the more you get the stretch. So it just depends if your body moves that way. Mine doesn't, but a lot of people do. And then release right, come up, right back, extend your legs to the front of you, lift tall, take a nice stretch, and take a double leg hamstring stretch. So the reason why we do this again is because after last week, it was a bit of an issue for some of you, and I want you to make sure you're holding over the top of your feet. Firm grip, shoulders relaxed, and then go for that bend one leg, extend the other, hold, and then drop. Then the knee, and swap to the other side, and then drop down a little bit lower. Bend both knees, lift up tall, extend both your legs. Don't use that grip, don't lose that grip. Come back to your grip. I'd rather have you bend your knee, you can get the grip, it's much better stretch. That's it. And then straighten both knees as much as possible, and done. Now I'm not that massively bending my hamstrings, it's just
You've got flexibility in your back, that's what makes it easier.
but it's tight. I know that.
Nothing like that.
Hope more like gardening. You didn't mention it. Oh, you welcome me, Ali. Oh, you well. Roll it out. Lift tall. Bring your legs into a nice comfortable position. Hands on the knees, lift up tall, open your arms, big wide, reach above the head. As always, we bow, we clap. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Have you moved then, Polly?